If you have children, maybe you're doing that Coles Pokémon builder thing. So it's like if you spend like $30 at Coles, then you get like
one builder.
Yeah. They've done it with Ushis and that sort of stuff in the past. And Ben's doing it for himself, very much an adult, but like a big fan of that franchise.
Yes, I love it. I love collecting them. Started doing this a few weeks ago. And over the last couple of weeks, I've been saving up all of my builders in the packs. And then last night, came into work here in the studio, and we did a live stream, and we did a pack opening. So if you've got kids, they might watch this on YouTube and stuff like that. It's basically where you get Pokemon cards, or any cards for that matter, and you open up the pack, and obviously there's lots of rare cards, and you open them, and then people watching, it's kind of like you all get to open the pack together. The goal was to get a full set, so there's 35 on a full set, and then there's also the secret card, the rare, and that's a Mew/Mewtwo. That's the name of that Pokemon.
Look, and I'll be honest, like, Ben mentions Pokemon, and I'm lost straight away. I know you're in the same boat, Belle. Like, couldn't really care less.
I mean, I like how passionate you are about it, and I love that you love it. But I'm like,
you couldn't write what happened last night in this stream though, and I sort of swanned in for the last, like, I don't know, 2 minutes maybe. But Ben was sort of on there for like an hour. I liked, so my little cousins kind of in Indy, that they were watching you.
Yep.
So, like, mainly the audience was, like, under 10 watching Ben last night.
And you did, like, 50.
He was going through so many different packs. Yeah.
Look, there's two moments I want to play, okay? So the first moment is getting down to the very last couple of sets. I still didn't have the Mew/Mewtwo. That's
and
the
you've
one
been talking about it for weeks.
That's the one everyone really wants.
It's super rare.
This is me pulling the Mew/Mewtwo.
Here we go. What do we got here? We got the Mewtwo, baby!
The other person you can hear screaming is Jack, our video guy. He also loves Pokemon. He was helping me film the whole thing.
Oh, and look, you know, you're obviously elated at that point. And I wasn't there for the whole thing. I missed all of that when you pulled your card.
Yep.
And so you've done so well now, and you're so serious about this thing. Been spending a lot of money at Coles. That now you basically have a full set, and you just needed one more card.
Yep. So last night I had one more pack to open. And I needed one more Pokemon, right? I needed Bulbasaur. And someone in the live stream chat, they said, hey, to make this more interesting, why don't you cut one?
Like before you've taken it out of the packet, you cut it up.
Yep. So there was 4 packs to go when they suggested that. So I said, yep, sure, that makes it a bit more fun. Out of the 4 packs, picked a random pack, and we cut that one, right?
And so, like, what is there? There's like 40 that you can collect?
There's 36 in total.
There's 36, so I suppose you would say it's a 1 in 36, but when you consider you've gone through hundreds of packs over the last few weeks and you've never pulled a Bulbasaur, and you had this one left in front of you, like literally the last, you can't script this, there was one left and you cut it up before you opened it, what would be in there?
So we've cut the pack, right? Remember, we need a Bulbasaur. At this point, Liam has come into the studio.
Yeah, I was sort of interested now. I sort of saw all the, the things flying around.
This is what happened.
To make things a little bit more spicy, the chat has chosen this one to get cut before I open it. Our very blunt scissors. Hold it there. What have we cut here? What have we cut? Dude, what are the odds of that? What are the odds of that, man? That was all I needed for a full set. Whose idea was it to cut one?
So angry. He's been so angry about it. Like, the odds of that. You cannot script that.
The audio is amazing, but if you want to see both those moments, like, the video is up on the Ben Liam and Belle Instagram. Yeah. It's amazing.
The thing that makes me sad, right, is I actually needed that for a full set. Like, I actually needed a Bulbasaur. If I didn't cut it for content, I would now have a full set and I'd be done with this. But now I still need to go and buy more shopping and probably spend more money so I can get more builders so that I can hopefully get a Bulbasaur.
Unless there's
it's almost like their plan has worked.
yeah, I feel like Coles have worked you out, buddy.
They worked rubbing their hands together.
Yeah, they're loving it. I suppose unless there is any children out there that do have a Bulbasaur in their Coles Poke Builder collection.
Last time we traded with kids on the show, some kid got $100. I had to trade $100 for their car.
Yeah, well, they wanted a limo, so we actually worked them down a fair bit, to be honest.
Well, you've got heaps of cards, though, now, Ben. Like double ups. You could trade.
Yeah. If anybody does have a Bulbasaur, if you're listening right now and you've got a Pokemon Builder, if you've got a Bulbasaur, I'd be open to a trade. I could probably throw some cash in there to sweeten the deal.
Zane joins us now in Bayswater. Good news here, Ben, because Zane actually has a Bulbasaur that he's willing to trade. Obviously, you've got to walk the walk a little bit. You might have to talk turkey.
Okay.
So let's see what Zane wants in return.
Zane, how you doing, mate?
Good.
All right. So you've got a Bulbasaur, yeah?
Yeah, I have a Bulbasaur.
Okay. All right. And so what do you want for your Bulbasaur?
I don't want to be too greedy, but can I have a car?
A car? A literal car.
Like a real one?
As in a Hot Wheels?
No, like a real car that costs like over $1,000.
Over 1,000?
Well, I mean...
That's a pretty nice car.
Car was scary, but when you said over 1,000... You know, you could probably find something there.
Yeah.
Don't know if it will work, but
Okay. Look,
it's pretty good, but I don't think I could do a car, Zane.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see
I was thinking like just another Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean,
Trey also joins us. Trey, how you doing?
Hi.
Hey. So, what did you want for your Bulbasaur?
Oh, I can give it to you for free.
For free?
Yeah.
You don't want anything for your Bulbasaur?
Nah, I'm fine.
Why not?
Because I have a double of it.
You got a double. Is there anything you need? Is there any Pokemon that you haven't got yet?
Well, I do need an Umbreon, but if you don't have it, it's fine.
I've only got one Umbreon. That's in my set, so I don't think...
Hang on, this kid's so sweet.
No, but do you not understand? If I trade my Umbreon for his Bulbasaur, then I need an Umbreon.
Same position.
Well, I mean, surely...
I can give it to you for free.
No, you're so nice, though, Trey. I mean, surely we've got to give you something else. I mean,
Trey, you got yourself a deal, mate. I'll take that Bulbasaur.
No, you got to give it.
Trey. No, Trey, you know what we'll give you? Let's give you a family pass to Gumbaya World.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's okay. You can have that. You can come get a wildlife at Gumbaya World where there's water slides, thrill rides, and wildlife collide. So you can have a great day there for your Bulbasaur.
Hey, Trey, do you also want to go to Moonlight Cinemas?
Yeah?
Yeah, all right. Experience luxury under the sun with Amy Goldgrass at Moonlight Cinema, brought to you by Energizer. You're going to the movies as well.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, mate.
Trey, is your house a little dirty at the moment?
Hang on. What's going on? We can't just give him all the presents.
Trey, is your house dirty?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Well, mate, you've got a $100 Jim's cleaning voucher coming your way.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Trey, I can hear people in the background. Is Mum or Dad there?
Yeah, that's my mum.
Hi
there.
Hey, Trey, does Mum like a wine every now and then?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, my.
Well, how about 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate? How does that sound?
Oh, my God, it's just crazy.
Yeah. Enjoy a perfect drop from the heart of the Yarra Valley.
I bet your poor Zane's feeling pretty silly right about now for asking for that car.
So you get all that and I get a Bulbasaur. Pretty sweet deal, if you ask me.
That's all our prizes we have for the show.
Leeching through the radio here. Jeez, real crying shame. I've been trying to do a little song every single morning for this entire year. It's a challenge I set myself. Belle hates it. Ben, you were into it. You were quite supportive, actually.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I thought Melbourne loved it. But,
really? Because we never got any feedback about it.
Well, anyway, yesterday, Belle, you sprung an intervention on me. A lot of loved ones rallied and urged me to stop singing little songs, like my wife.
Stop the little songs. I'm begging you.
Friend and colleague Ryan Fitzgerald.
I went down this dark path and I lost everything.
Our boss Sarah.
The little song segment, mate, it's just got to come to an end.
Even Joe Biden got in touch.
These songs are so disruptive to global peace that I am willing to escalate things if you don't stop. My finger's over the button.
Yeah, and you know what, Belle? Give yourself a little clap. Give yourself a pat on the back because you finally beat me down.
No, it's not. It was an intervention. It was helping you.
You finally got me.
Helping you.
You got your way.
Done a month of little songs, it's over now. You can stick it right up your bump. You've got your way, I'm done. But here's one more for fun. A, B, C, D, E. You, Belle Jackson, and my wife, and Fitzy, and our boss, Sarah, and Joe Biden. You're the worst, I'll never sing again. Everybody but Ben, you can all get
Yeah. Over it. Over it.
Not what I saw coming.
No, I'm over it. No, I'm not going to do it. Oh, that's my wife. It's over. Okay.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Fitzy, you're a dog. That's our boss. You're fired. Okay. And that is the President of the United States of America.
What did Joe say?
He's just said here, the full and unwavering force of the United States military will unleash hell on you and your family for that.
Oh, my
You
God.
cannot run. You cannot hide. We will come for you and we will kill you. We are Navy SEALs. This is what we do. Hoorah.
Oh, my God.
Okay.
That's all right. Because there's no more little songs.
That one's from me. It says, I still love you, Liam.
Well, maybe we'll do one on Monday then.
No, don't.
31!
No, don't.
31!
Don't.
31!
You're a child.
It's 6:10. Hallelujah, it's 6:10.
Shannon in Sunbury, good morning. How are you?
Good yourself?
Yeah, not too bad. You into your wrestling, like SmackDown, Raw, all of that stuff?
No, I used to be when it was like The Undertaker and all that. But
Oh.
Yeah,
then it got
Undertaker
boring.
still gets around. He's still
I don't know
wrestling.
if you saw, but the Undertaker landed in Perth Airport yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks it's almost scarier without the makeup and the
Yep.
trench coat, I think. But that is our first question. The WWE Wrestling Elimination Chamber is being held in Australia this weekend. What's the wrestling name of actor Dwayne Johnson?
The Rock.
That's it.
Do you know what the Elimination Chamber is?
I'm assuming it's a chamber that people get eliminated from.
So it's like there's the wrestling ring, right? And then there's a cage or chamber around the ring. And then there's 6 wrestlers, 2 start in the ring. And there's 4 in like these glass or like Pyrex tubes.
Right.
And there's a timer. And so like after say 5 minutes, one of the tubes, and they don't know who, and one of the tubes opens, and then another wrestler enters the ring.
And
Oh,
so
they
you-
don't know who. Okay.
So are you
well,
like, could they be on your team or they might not be on
Well,
your team?
it's one person wins, but there might be allies, and they team up to the end, and then they got to fight each other.
that's
you don't
kinda
know, you don't know
cool.
what's going to happen.
That actually does sound pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Hey, Taylor Swift has returned to the zoo for a second time on her Australian tour, Shannon. She just loves the zoo. This time with her boyfriend, Travis Kelce. Can you name a primate?
Gorilla?
Gorillas, yep. Chimpanzee, orangutan, gibbon, macaque would have accepted all of those.
Liam knows his primate.
Yeah, right around him. Hey, the outgoing Woolies CEO is apparently, how's this, getting a payout of $24 million. Which reward system does Woolies use?
Everyday rewards.
Everyday rewards, yep. Nice we're all getting rewarded while that guy's getting $24 million.
Yeah. We think we're getting rewarded. He's
yeah,
getting rewarded.
for cocking up on national television. Hey, the logo of the famous Lyle's golden syrup has changed after 150 years. You know, the one in the shiny golden green tin, the one we know and love. Maple syrup usually comes from what country, Shannon?
No idea.
Oh, you
Don't know where maple syrup
Which
from?
country is like famous for their maple syrup?
Australia?
Australia. It's not Australia,
it's not
Shannon.
Australia, Shannon. Sorry,
It's
we
on
have to
their
move
flag,
on.
actually.
You've done well. Is it? I
Well,
don't
the
think.
leaf is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but the maple syrup isn't on their flag.
Well, no, they don't have a jar of the lion's maple syrup or whatever it is. But no.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Ben in Carrum,
Don't look at me like I'm the idiot.
tell us, where does maple syrup come from?
That would come from Canada.
Very well done, here. All right, last question. Misha Barton spilled a bunch of goss about her time working on the OC, including that she secretly dated the guy that played Ryan. Oh, my God. Can you please finish these lyrics?
California, here we come, right back where we started from.
California. California.
Well done, Ben. You're heading along to the Titanic exhibition. Thank you for calling this morning. You also get to pick the next song we play.
So, look, there's you got 2 choices. One of them will be put down if you don't choose it.
and that one is Ashlee Simpson. It's a great song, but she is on her 5th day now.
Yeah.
So if you don't pick her, we will unfortunately have to put her down.
Your other choice, though, this morning, look, it's up against the tough one because we've gone for Hinder, Lips of an Angel.
It's really good to hear your voice. Say my name, it sounds so sweet. Coming from the lips of an angel.
Which, can I say, if you don't pick that one, it'll carry over to Monday.
No,
So it's not like that one
but
dies.
it's more of a Friday sort of.
Look, Benny, do you want to hear Ashlee Simpson or do you want to hear Hinder?
You can put Ashlee Simpson into the ground. I'd rather hear Hinder.
Yeah!
She's going to get kissed by the lips of an angel next.
All right, first we're getting Hinder, Lips of an Angel. Then after that, we're going to put down Ashlee Simpson.
Honey, why you calling me so late? It's kind of hard to talk right now.
Bad news for Ashlee Simpson, who's gone their whole week, and that is a rule that we hold ourselves here to. If a song is such a stinker that no one wants it, it has 5 opportunities to be played and it's been beaten out by other random songs, it will have to be put down.
Which I don't get. It's a good song.
Belle, I actually agree with you. I think it's a good song. I actually wanted to hear it. No one chose it, though, so it does fall on to me as the show undertaker to put Ashlee Simpson down. And this is pretty exciting because... So Ashlee, come on in. Ashlee's here. Come on in. You get yourself comfy. So I don't know if anyone's seen, but the circus is actually in town.
What?
And so I went to the circus and I borrowed their... You know, you get those giant wheels.
Oh, yeah.
And they do the tricks where they strap themselves to the giant wheel.
Oh, yeah.
So I've been practicing my knife throwing.
Oh, okay.
And I thought maybe this morning, Liam and Belle, I could demonstrate my knife throwing skills.
No, this
Would
is
you like
too
to see
much,
it?
Ben. This is too much.
Would you like to see it?
Yeah, sure.
Great.
That's
All right. So
horrible.
she's up there on the wheel. Give it a spin. Here we go. Pretty good, right?
That is, it was very close, but you did. You obviously meant to miss there.
Liam, would you like to throw?
I'm a little nervous. Are you sure you trust me?
I trust you. All right, so I'll give the wheel a spin. And whenever you're ready, give it a throw.
All right.
Pretty good, mate.
Pretty close to yours.
Belle, would you like to throw? Come on, Belle, do it.
This is my song. I like this
the
song.
circus,
I
Belle.
don't want to kill her.
It's the circus,
I
Belle.
don't want to kill her.
It's easy. It's easy. Just hold the blade and throw with confidence, okay? All right, here we go.
I'm not going to have confidence.
Don't hit her. All right, I'm going to give the wheel a spin. Whenever you're ready.
Oh, God. I'm sorry. This is too much. This is actually a problem. Ben!
Belle, what have you done?
Oh, did I just?
Belle, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Feels like
no.
I can sort of feel this one getting played back to us in a boardroom.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I mean?
can too.
It feels like a line crosser.
Hang on, is she dead?
Yeah, sure. Well, at least we won't be getting any
Where did I
Ashlee
hear
Simpson
her?
songs.
Right in the head.
Oh,
Just in the kitchen, I get myself a coffee. Crickets everywhere.
oh yeah.
Cricket's in the kitchen.
Crickets in the work kitchen, yeah.
So that's yesterday. I saw what I thought was a roach.
Yeah,
and I said
they
to you,
look a
I
bit
said to
roachy,
you,
yeah.
cockroach, and you walked into the toilet, and
Yeah.
then when you went into the toilet, this is just as we were leaving, the cockroach jumped, and
Yeah.
then I realised I was looking at a cricket.
Yeah.
They look pretty different.
No, from a distance, it was just like a little bug like scuttering along, and then it just went like pew, and it like jumped like at least 40 centimeters.
And these crickets can be dark in colour and quite large as well. My wife Sam called me, this was last week, she went to the library to hire some books and she wasn't home yet, and she called me and I was like, oh, you should be home by now. And she was like, I'm walking home from the library with our baby because the car was covered in crickets and she couldn't open the door. Like covered. It was
Is
like
she like really scared of them?
she's scared of bugs. Like you're scared of bugs. If I threw a cricket at you, you'd freak out.
Oh, if you threw one at
Yeah,
me.
the car was covered in crickets.
Just
Like not like
all
not like
infested.
There wasn't like 5 or 6 crickets. Like she sent me a photo. It was covered in crickets.
Why would that be? Why would they all be
Because
gravitating to that?
I think it's this time of year. It's
No,
like
I know
crickets-
why they're around, but like like your car.
But they were everywhere. It wasn't just in the car. They were everywhere in the
I've
car
seen
park.
all those videos online at the moment. If you go onto Instagram, they're all they're around Melbourne. Yeah, I mean, me at the gym the other day, picking up a kettlebell. Just at the gym on the floor, and we were like mid-session, picked it up, and underneath was like 4 crickets.
Crickets!
Yeah, and I was
They're
like,
everywhere.
This is just what we need, isn't it? It feels like after COVID and all that stuff, it's like plague of crickets. Probably the next thing that's like, oh, there was the fires, and then there was the cricket plague that kept us in for a couple of years. Yeah.
Hey, 13, 24, 10. Have you had a run in with some crickets in the last week or two?
Yeah, Jiminy Crickets. Have you seen a cricket? Yeah. Have you had a cricket run in? Yeah. I actually kind of want to do that now.
Yeah.
13, 24, 10. Because they are everywhere. Like we're seeing, yeah. Like remember there was the all the mice on the farms a while back, and that was like everyone was like, oh my god, mice infestation. I think this is close to home because it's like very suburban and around the city. If you've had a cricket run in 13, 24, 10, give us a call.
They're in the work kitchen. They're at Belle's gym. They're in the library car park. Give us a buzz. Where have you seen the crickets?
There's crickets in the area. A bit of a cricket infestation.
Yeah, and when we say crickets, if you haven't seen them yet, genuinely they are everywhere. They seem like they're bigger than normal crickets. They're kind of like cockroaches. And when they swarm, they like properly swarm.
Ugh, they're heavy too.
Yeah.
A quick cricket question.
Quick question.
Yes. So at my apartment building, this was this morning, I thought about this.
Yeah.
It's like one of those questions where you just go, I don't really know the answer to that. So you probably don't either. But there's an underground car park where I go every morning down to my car. It's quite deep. And in the walls, you can hear crickets.
Whoa.
Now, how do they get so deep? And it's not like it's just off the street. Like it's in the ground. Where are they? And the car park here as well, actually. I heard one the other day.
I think you think they're in the walls, but if they're in the car park, they're echoing with bouncing off the walls.
No, it was like right near me at the wall. You can't see it, but I was like, it's definitely in the wall.
But
I think the sound of the cricket is echoing off the wall,
but
and therefore you're
dig
thinking
tunnels? Do they go down?
No, I think the cricket's just in the car park.
Nah, I don't
Maybe you're a crick whisperer. You know in Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets how there's the big basilisk, like the snake, and only Harry Potter can hear it in the walls. It's like that's like you with crickets.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
I had a quick question.
Yeah.
If there's enough crickets, right, if they're swarming, do you think you could lay down on them like a
I
bed
think so.
and they could carry
Absolutely.
you?
If there was
Like
if there was enough
cartoons.
if there was enough of them, I think.
If there was enough crickets, do you think you could lay down and they could carry you?
Oh, I mean, ants can do that.
That's what I'm
Ants can
talking
carry
about. That's what
really
I'm
heavy
saying.
Things,
That's what I'm
but can
saying.
crickets.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Isabel joins us now. Do you have a crick story for us?
Yes, I went to my partner's indoor basketball game on Monday night, and it was absolutely covered in crickets, the courts.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Did they play on the crickets or what happened?
Yeah, well, they just had to continue playing. A few probably got squashed.
yeah.
You went for a game of basketball, but you got cricket instead, hey?
That's a good one. A crick joke. Ellie joins us in Narre Warren now. I believe you've got a crick fact for us.
Whoa,
Is that right?
cricket fact.
Quick fact.
I think we've got crickets everywhere here in Narre Warren, and all the recent rain has brought them out. But I actually learned from my co-worker the other day that crickets actually turn into locusts, and that's why they swarm everywhere.
So when we say, I was
Hang on.
making comparisons before to the biblical plague of locusts, but we're sort of not too far away from that. If that's
we're already there.
We're there. So
So crickets are locusts.
Yeah, it's like one gene change or something will turn them into
Yeah,
locusts.
so they're all part of the same family, which has grasshoppers, crickets, and locusts.
Yeah.
They're all
Okay.
closely related, but it doesn't say that they can turn into them.
That checks out though because when you watch Bug's Life, the villain in that is a cricket.
Oh, well, that makes sense then.
No, he's a grasshopper. That makes sense. They're from an evil family.
where does the praying mantis fit into that?
You know where? I want to know. Where does the stick insect? They're fascinating. Where do they fit in?
I wonder who would win in a fight between a stick insect and a praying mantis.
Well,
Praying mantis.
We'll be back Monday with more insect fights and crick facts, guys. So, yeah. And, of course, you can get more on the podcast. Taylor Swift just loves the zoo.
Yeah.
She's gone twice in the last, 2 days.
It's so funny because, she went to the zoo by herself. Travis lands. She goes, babe, You got to come to this zoo.
Dude, there's these weird, like, bears that smell like eucalyptus. They've all got chlamydia. Then there's these other things, like, jump at you, the little pouches. Like,
It's amazing.
It's probably that Travis landed and was like, "Oh, babe, you went to the zoo without me."
Do you think it was that?
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't going to see a koala. And
That's
they had
so
to go
funny.
again. Yeah.
That's so funny. Or does she have a secret deal with the zoo and they're paying her millions of dollars to keep going there every day she's in Sydney?
Do you reckon if you worked at the zoo, right, and you found out Taylor Swift was coming, you'd freak out? It'd be a super exciting day. You'd see Taylor hold a koala. That's awesome. Do you reckon day 2, if you knew she was coming, you wouldn't turn up? Like, you'd be like, "Oh, I saw it yesterday."
Yeah.
No,
yeah, sure,
in no world would anyone do
or like
that.
if you were sick on the first day and you're like, "Oh my God, I'm never going to get this opportunity again." Guys, you're not going to believe this. She is coming again. I know she was only here yesterday.
Travis.
Yeah. You're going to meet 2 of them this time.
A huge nude event is about to take part in Melbourne on Sunday. And the reason we want to talk about it, I actually saw a poster for this event the other day. I was just going for a walk near my place and there was a poster stuck up on a pole. And I saw it and thought, well, goddamn, we need to know more about this.
Yeah.
What is this? It is the nude bike ride, the World Naked Bike Ride. So we're joined by Michael James, who's running it. Michael, good morning. Can you please talk us through why you're doing this?
Yes, look, love to pass on some info. We ride naked once a year to draw attention to our 3 causes. We're protesting against the car culture and asking that everyone consider environmentally friendly alternatives such as bicycles.
Mm-hmm.
We're highlighting the vulnerability of cyclists from motorists who appear blind to our presence on the road, and we seek to promote a positive body image for everybody.
Look, they're all good things to get behind, Michael. I mean, you're obviously a cyclist yourself. Are you only getting the kit off once a year for the big ride, or do you you like being open and free and riding your bike where you're allowed to naked all the time?
No. This is definitely a once a year thing,
Mm-hmm.
and only once a year.
Have you done it before? Will this be your first time? You've done it many times before?
Look, I've done quite a few. This is about my 50th World Naked Bike Ride.
Oh, wow.
In different parts of Australia and a few overseas as well.
Oh, geez. So, I mean, obviously, like, you know, I'm not a cyclist myself, but I've done a big bike ride in the past, and you obviously... You're in a bit of trouble if you don't have the padded pants, especially, you know, the sort of road bikes. I mean, surely that can't be too comfortable on the gonads, Michael, if you're fully naked on top of a bicycle.
Well, the gonads, the bum, it's not really any more painful or anything else. Most cyclists actually don't wear padded pants.
Oh, really?
Most cyclists are going to and from work and everything else.
Yeah, of course.
But regardless, most buttocks are well enough padded anyway.
Michael, how long is the ride and will you be on the main roads of Melbourne?
We will be on the main roads of Melbourne. We keep the actual roads to ourselves as a result of our negotiations with the police, mainly about traffic. The ride is around about 10 kilometres, but it's done very, very slowly because we're not looking to rush past. We're actually looking to engage with people.
And so how many riders are you expecting?
It really depends on the weather. The weather forecast for Sunday is about 27. With good weather like that, we usually get between 100 and 300 riders.
Amazing.
Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, I myself would be hoping for a cold day so I could use it as an excuse.
You also want to make sure you pack some sunscreen because there'll be a lot of sun shining where it doesn't normally shine.
You're getting sun in spots. So you'd surely get a few rogue looks though, Michael. I mean, people, you know, you've told us what the cause is and it's you know, all for a good purpose, but you know, Joe Blow doesn't necessarily know that on the road. Do you have some people sort of looking at you pretty interestingly as you're gliding past naked?
Well, to be honest, there is the small percentage that probably don't approve of what we do. The vast majority of people, based on, you know, about 50 rides, you know, many in Melbourne and in Australia, the vast majority of people are supportive of what we do. And we usually get waves, giggles, a look of horror, and then the phone comes out and starts recording. Generally with a grin from ear to ear.
Are you okay with people doing that?
We are absolutely okay with that. It's not illegal to take videos or photos in public, and we actually we welcome the opportunity, like talking to you guys this morning, to get our messages out there.
Michael, here's my question: has anybody ever? Obviously, you're doing these for good causes. Has it ever caused though, like an accident or someone tripped over because they were staring for too long?
Oh, look, it must have done. I think some people swallow their tongues as they go, "Oh, what the hell is that?"
Yeah.
But in relation to road accidents, that sort of thing, not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
All right. And last question, Michael. If people want to come down for a bit of a peek this weekend, a bit of a gander, where should they head?
Yep, we start this Sunday. We start to gather at around about 12 p.m. And we prepare, put body paint on various things, and we get riding a little bit after that. We're starting at the Lincoln Square in Carlton, and all the information is on our website, being wnbrmelbourne.com.au.
Is the body paint optional, or do you have to put body paint on?
No, it's totally optional.
Okay.
But meeting at midday on the 27-degree day, Michael, make sure you lather up with sunscreen. Thank you so much for joining us. And like you said, the World Naked Bike Ride Melbourne is on Sunday at Lincoln Square in Carlton.
Tell you what, it'd be a great video if we went and participated.
I'm free.
It'd be a great video.
Let's do it.
I just don't have a bike.
Neither.
That's
all right, well, Belle's already confirmed.
Belle's going to go do it.
Yeah, I have a flatty, actually.
Yeah.
I got a flat tyre, so I won't be able to replace it in time.
Ben Lehman Bell on Instagram. Belle's going to go do that on Sunday. We'll keep it across on the stories.
Bit of a shame last night. We had a big party here at Nova 100 with all the clients and things. And look, it was like, obviously 40 degrees yesterday, really warm day. And there was a party. We've got this big balcony out here. It's a pretty famous rooftop. I wouldn't say it's world famous, but it's like, it's well known. And so we're out there, and so 6 p.m. is kind of when the proceedings started, and we had like a DJ and everything. And as soon as 6 p.m. hit, you guys might have had this as well, maybe whilst you're having dinner. Obviously, we had that rain last night.
It was like big raindrops.
Yeah, big rain. It was the cool change. Just came in, like, instantly dropped, 10 degrees. And so that came in hard for 10 minutes, and everyone had to sort of cram inside, and there wasn't much room inside. And then it was like, okay, it's all finished now, back to being a hot day. Everyone sort of walked out. We tried to start the event again, and then, okay, no, now it's really raining. We've got to put tarps over all the DJ equipment and bring everyone in. And you know what everyone was saying? Everyone was saying, Melbourne, am I right? And I was like, that's so true. It's been 40 degrees all day. Just Melbourne.
Am I right?
Am I right? Am I right? 13, 24, 10. If you've got a bit of a Melbourne, am I right? type moment, just give us a call.
Yeah.
Because this, I feel like that would only happen here.
Weather is a big one. Weather is
it's the, the 4 seasons in a day. And it's like, I know it's a bit cliche, but it is such a thing.
13 24 10, that's our number. Because it's actually here in Melbourne right now, we'll give out a family pass to the Titanic exhibition. Titanic, the Artefacts exhibition, now open at Melbourne Museum with over 200 real artefacts. museumvictoria.com.au. 13 24 10. Give us a buzz if you go to Melbourne. Am I right?
I went to that Titanic exhibition. Amazing exhibition.
Mm-hmm.
And now this weekend, I'm tossing up between going to 2 other exhibitions on at the same time. Melbourne. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's so tough.
Sasha in Northcote joins us now. What's your Melbourne? Am I right? Moment.
I just bought a coffee for $9.50. Melbourne. Am I right?
Am I right?
But you know what, Sasha? Good coffee.
Yeah. I hope it's a magic. Jaden in Rowville. What about yours?
When I got off the tram this morning for work, a car didn't stop and nearly hit me. Melbourne, am I right?
Oh, Melbourne. Am I right?
Well, it's almost a death one.
Well, it's very dangerous, but Melbourne. Am I right?
Does somebody say the thing and then they say Melbourne and then we all say, am I right? Or do we let them just have their moment?
I think we just...
You just say
Let's not put too many rules around it.
I don't know. I just went last time we were kind of all half doing it and it felt a bit weird.
I think Nicole from Bayswater North.
But what I will say is you have to say Melbourne. Am I right?
Yeah. And then we agree with them.
And we go, yeah.
That's the format, I believe.
All right. So, Nicole, are you around the format or are you a little confused?
I've got it.
You got it. All right. Hit us when you're ready.
Right, so it's truck crashes into the Montague Bridge. Am I right?
I missed that.
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Yeah, you missed the brief. Yeah.
No, your phone line missed the brief. But I got it. Montague Bridge. Yes. I'm guessing you said a truck going into the Montague Bridge.
Yeah. Melbourne,
your phone
all right.
line, Melbourne phone reception. Melbourne. Am I right?
Danny, what's yours?
Hi. Saw Peter Hitchener walking down Pan. Melbourne. Am I right?
Am I right?
So right.
So true. Just seeing Hitch doing his little tan run. Helen and Clifton Hill, what's yours?
I was driving home last night and I was stuck on Punt Road for 90 minutes.
Melbourne, am I right?
90
We've all been
minutes.
there. We've all been there.
You're so right, Helen.
That is so true.
So right.
Linda in Caulfield South, what's yours?
Aye, the stress of seeing a hook turn sign for PTSD. Melbourne, am I right?
Yeah, so right.
So right.
So right.
I don't know about you guys, but a lot of them, I was waiting for them to say Melbourne, am I right? And I wasn't really hearing the other bit because I was so focused. So exactly what happened, Ben. I was so focused on the brief that you were giving out that I was sort of taking notes to see if people got the end bit right. But
You can't.
Linda, sorry, Linda. What was yours again? Sorry, the first bit there. Sorry. Sorry, mate.
The stress of seeing a hook turn sign in the CBD.
Oh, Melbourne, am I right?
Melbourne, am I right?
Linda, yeah.
You're so... Yeah, the hook turns. Am I right? So stressed. Yeah.
I'm so glad you're on the same page because I totally missed what you said.
I could see it in your faces.
I was 100% just being like, you better say Melbourne, am I right?
Why can't you multitask? Why can't you
honestly
listen to the whole thing? What is wrong with you? Why?
Yeah, so right.
Oh, Melbourne. Oh, did you catch that Daily Telegraph headline, Ben and Belle?
I don't read the Daily Telegraph.
It's fair enough. You don't live in Sydney, but it's like their version of the Herald Sun. And the big headline was, now that Taylor's done her warm-up shows, she's ready for the main event, saying that, the record-breaking shows at the MCG over last weekend were just a warm-up.
And now our main event's the Sydney ones.
They're wankers in Sydney. Am I right? Melbourne, am I right? Guys?
Yes.
So right.
So right. So true.
Yeah, I've got friends flying up, though, for that today to go to the second show they've been to.
Because they didn't get tickets to the Melbourne shows?
No, they went, and then now they're
Those
going to the Sydney
gatekeepers.
ones. Yeah.
They're not real Swifties.
They got tickets to the Melbourne shows. They're flying up and they're going to the Sydney shows. What?
Which, yeah, it is sad. Like, when you think about it, you're like, oh, people couldn't get tickets, and there are people going multiple times. It is sad.
We'll work with one.
Our producer, Andy.
Went
How many
3
times did you go, mate?
Was it better the third time or the second time?
He went 3 times, but in his defence, he flew to LA to watch her.
He went to the SoFi Stadium. Have you seen? Because I'm sort of becoming a bit of a Swiftie this week.
It's so Liam. Sorry, just quickly. It's so Liam. He's like, no, okay, cool. Like, let's do this, and then he goes to like the concert or a gig of someone's, and then after that,
I buy into things for sure.
You'll be obsessed with them.
Well,
do it before. Do your research before.
After the concert, didn't you go home and watch the documentary?
Yeah, Miss America, awesome.
Why didn't you do that before?
I don't know. I get it now. I get it. But
Too late, mate.
Well, I did the right thing. I gave my tickets away at halftime.
Yeah, we both did.
We both did. Heroes. But there's a photo. There's an aerial shot, right, of the Eras tour from SoFi Stadium where she filmed the movie. Love it. And the MCG, and you look at the stage in SoFi Stadium, and it's like fills out basically the whole field. But in the MCG, it's like not even a quarter of the way out of the field. Yeah, it just goes to show, like, because obviously footy fields are just bigger, but like the MCG is just massive compared to a lot of the stadiums around the world.
Bigger than Sydney's stadium.
That's it. Stadium Australia.
Yeah.
Is it?
Loser Stadium.
I think it is now.
Yeah, it's 100% smaller. They had the 2 big thing for the Olympics. They had 2 more big stands on it, but now it's only like 80,000 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, chump numbers.
Whoa,
Chump numbers.
yeah.
When you hear 2 Pink songs back to back, you call 13, 24, 10 because if you do that, you could win 2 tickets to go see Pink.
Catherine in South Morang, have you done just that?
Yes.
Oh, I suppose it means you're going to Pink.
Yay! Thank you.
Congrats!
Yay!
Congrats! Who are you going to take?
I'm going to take my son.
Oh, nice.
Is anybody else?
He's the one that has been hounding me every time 2 Pink songs play, and I miss out. So I promised him if we got through, I'd take him.
How old is he?
10. He's 10.
Oh, he's a Pink fan. That's cute.
And so is anybody else going to Pink that you know, or is it going to be you and your son?
Yeah, so my husband's actually going with some friends.
Your husband's going.
Just a night out with the boys. Just a Pink night.
Yeah.
Fellas, come to my house at 6. I'll bring the hair dye. We can all get it in at the same time. Rinse it out. We should be there on time.
Oh, good. Well, congrats, Catherine. Enjoy. The one and only Pink is bringing her Summer Carnival tour to Melbourne's Marvel Stadium this month. Get your tickets from livenation.com.au.
Catherine, what's your husband's name?
Brody.
Brody. Has he always been a big Pink head?
Yeah, not as much as me, but I think it was just...
Then why is he taking He's taking his mates instead of you.
You're having a call radio station. Sorry, Catherine, you just all you have to do is you get a call when they play 2 songs in a row. I'm sure you'll be able to sort it out.
You're not taking Dave's tickets, that's for sure.
Dave loves Pink, especially the new stuff.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bit of shush thanks. Time for Ben, Liam and Belle's Friday Meat Trade.
The Friday Meat Trade goes to the best darn caller of the week. So I suppose it's because the last few Fridays we've been giving out Taylor Swift tickets. But, the circus has left town, so we're back to giving away good old-fashioned meat trays. Little honourable mention this week to the lovely Michelle, who called up for How Long Have You Gone Without Going?
It was 5 weeks.
5 weeks?
No! What was the relief like? Did you feel like you'd reached spiritual nirvana after...
I reckon the people from the other side of town would have heard my relief.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a part of me I honestly can't believe she went 5 weeks without movement.
Well, she said she had a medical condition, so that would...
5 weeks?
So a few people picked me up on that one as well. Sarah, like my wife's a nurse, and she was like, "Be coming out of your mouth before 5 weeks if you weren't pooing."
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, don't think about it too much, but...
when we did that topic, we talked in depth about the possible outcomes of when it doesn't happen.
You can check that out in Monday's episode of the Ben, Liam and Belle podcast. But we had so many great callers this week, but you always know the bar is a little bit higher when anonymous calls through. And you're like, they don't even want to put their name to it. But we're talking about Taylor Swift. We know she was at the top of Crown, and we're like, she seems to be spotted everywhere at zoos and restaurants in Sydney. Wasn't really doing anything in Melbourne. So we're like, well, what was she doing in there? And we got a call from Anonymous, who used to look after all the stars at Crown.
Yeah, now telling us all about them.
I've had Justin Timberlake sing to me in a lift. Open the door, get on the floor.
So funny.
Anonymous! Congratulations, you're our favourite call of the week.
Thank you. Very excited. It made me think of all the surreal moments that I did have. While I was working there. I think I remember also once we had Mariah Carey coming in with so many bags that actually we had to make people get off her private jet onto another private jet because they couldn't fit on with all of her bags.
Whoa. Are you kidding me? So Mariah Carey came with so much luggage that they had to have like another jet.
Yeah. I think she was there for 3 days and she had about 70 bags.
Oh, so she did so much shopping that then to put the bags on the plane, that everyone else had to get a different plane to fit her shopping on.
We'll just say she travels heavy.
Yeah, so I think Anonymous, and people can hear the full chat with you also in the Ben, Liam and Belle podcast, but who was it? Was it Beyonce who you said you cleared out Cartier or one of those stores like in Crown so they could shop in there for free and they could have whatever they wanted? Was that Beyonce?
Yeah, it was. It was actually Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes. Okay. Can we go rapid fire here? Is there any? Because you gave us lots of names. Like there was like U2 and then Justin Timberlake and Jay-Z. Is there any other like sort of lower down the list?
Then you just go on Mariah Carey, go on Katie Holmes. Is there any just another name? Because we were feeding offers. Give us another name, Anon.
Well, my daughter reminded me because we were cleaning out the house the other day and I found my Christmas card from Tom Cruise.
Oh, a Christmas card.
Actually, a handwritten Christmas card. I was like, I forgot about this.
Oh, my God. Was it sort of... And I didn't know Scientologists did Christmas.
That's crazy, though. So you're telling me Tom Cruise him and his team are so switched on that they're doing handwritten Christmas cards to people that they've met in hotels?
I'll try and locate it and share it somehow on the Insta or something.
Please do. Just DM it to us on our Insta.
Look, Anon, before you go, we are going to shoot you the Friday meat tray if you're okay to catch it.
I'm ready to catch it.
All right, here it goes. Not there yet. Almost. Almost there. And... There you go.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. Hopefully it's got Wagyu and caviar, which is what I'm used to.
few tiger prawns. Ash Gardner in the newsroom. We're getting her updates across the morning, but on Fridays we get a different type of news read from you, Ash.
Yeah, I bring you a little bit of a wrap of what you guys have been up to during the week.
Yep, perfect. So if you just joined us, if you had Monday to Thursday off and you didn't hear any of the show.
If you've got a sweet gig where you only work Fridays.
Yeah, this is perfect for you, Ash. Whenever you're ready, take it away.
Live on your radio, stream via the Nova player or play Nova on your smart speaker.
This
is Nova.
Good morning, Melbourne. Ash Gardner here with Ben Leem and Belle's Bulletin of the Week. Excitement reached fever pitch in Melbourne as Taylor Swift brought her Eras tour to the MCG. One lucky listener told the guys about the moment she was given the pop star's fedora, reminding Liam of the time he met his hero, Socceroo Mark Schwarzer.
We had him on the show once, and I told him that he was my hero and I wanted to be a goalkeeper like him. And a little clip from our show was played, like on the TV, and they're like, what were you thinking? And then he'd call me a stalker.
The White House is vowing to hit back. The president issuing a warning to Liam if he doesn't stop with his little songs.
These songs are so disruptive to global peace that I am willing to escalate things if you don't stop. My finger's over the button.
In entertainment news, self-proclaimed D-grade celebrity Belle Jackson has been spotted by a fan in the wild, guiding a lizard off the path with her pants undone. It's a long story.
And then this guy was jogging, and so I had to stop him. And he was like, "Oh, I'm listening to your podcast right now."
Oh, wow.
As I run. And I was like, "Oh, thanks, man." And I just gave him the thumbs up. I went, "Thanks, sorry for stopping you." He's like, "Yeah, your fly's down, by the way."
To sport, Carlton coach Michael Voss is gearing up for the start of the 2024 season, leaning on good mate Liam for support.
So he sent me a message last night.
Yep.
Hi, Liam. Vossy here. I'm all signed up until 2026. What are you waiting for? Reply sign to renew your Carlton membership today, or apply stop to opt out. So I'm going, this is crazy.
Checking Melbourne's weather, 20 in the city, 19 at Dalesford, which was spoken about way too much this week.
I also love Dalesford. I went there for a weekend away a few months ago.
You did?
What's the big body of water called, Leanne? The big the lake that goes
Lake
through it?
Dalesford?
Lake Dalesford, yeah. Stay on Lake Dalesford.
And you're up to date on Melbourne's Nova 100.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.